today's news, BVI under-23 men's volleyball team wins first game. The aim is to stop the Nations League, says BVI coach. Health officials warn of mold risk in aftermath of Tropical Storm Philippe. And the biggest year for the Walk for the Cure event is 2023. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of it.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome viewers to the Thursday, October 12th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, leading today's news, we start on the note of sports, where the British Virgin Islands pulled off an impressive victory against Anguilla in their first game of the men's under-23 Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Championships, winning in 3 straight sets, where the BVI won 25-23, 25-22, 25-13. In the first game on Wednesday, Dominica powered past Grenada in 3 straight sets to win 25-19, 25-21, 25-23. But meanwhile, in the first match of the morning session this morning, was St. Martin volleyball team defeated Grenada in 4 sets, where they won 25-18, 24-26, 25-17, 25-7. In the second match of the day, St. Kitts and Nevis overpowered St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 3 straight sets. The scores were 25-22, 25-16, 25-22. Meanwhile, in the final game of the morning session, Antigua and Barbuda defeated Sabre Volleyball Association in 4 sets, where that game ended 25-21, 18-25, 25-23, 25-14. The British Virgin Islands men's senior football team played Dominica in their CONCACAF Nations League group match today in St. Lucia, where the BVI entered a game against Dominica on a high after ending a 19-year-long winless streak in international matches following their victory against the Turks and Caicos Islands on September 9th. It was also the team's first ever Nations League win since entering the competition. What a win for the BVI will see them moving to the top of the standings in League C Group C of the Nations League, as they were second to Dominica only by goal difference, with both teams equaling on 3 points at the start of the day. National coach Chris Kiwomia said his boys have been consistently improving since their game against Turks and Caicos Islands and was aiming for back-to-back victories when they face Dominica at 5 p.m. earlier this evening.
Listen, there's always a lot of areas you need to sharpen up on. We won the game. It was first time we won a game in a long time, competitive game. So overall it was just giving the boys the confidence to know that they can do that. We played against Puerto Rico, which is a really tough game, and we just got beat by them, 3-1. So the last 2 games have been massive improvements, and I'm looking forward to another game where hopefully we've improved a little bit more, and we'll have to be, have a good game to try and get the result that we want to try and get.
Well, national captain Kevin Troy Caesar prior to the match said he expected tough competition from Dominica.
My expectations towards the game, as I said in many interviews before, we're taking it one step at a time. We are a small nation. We as a new coaching staff came on board, we stated that we're trying to find out our DNA. We started to do so. We started to play better. So coming into this game on Thursday, as a Dominican by blood, I know it's going to be a tougher game than in Turks and Caicos. I know most of the guys on the team already off the pitch. We communicate, and I know their playing style. So I know it's going to be a tougher game than the game before. So we're just going to go out there and compete and get a result what the coach is looking for in the rest of the team.
Dominica's head coach Ellington Sabin said his team was mentally prepared and up for the challenge.
The first win was still and people just step in the right direction. I mean, we got the result that we wanted. We didn't score as many goals as per the chances we created, but we nonetheless were grateful with the positive result that we didn't concede any goals. The mood in the camp is very positive. The guys, both players and staff, believe that we can achieve our goal of coming out of Group C, and every game we play, that's what we aim to do. To win the game, take each game one game at a time, 3 points at a time, and try and come out of the group.
You mentioned that you didn't get the goals that you wanted against Turks and Caicos. What sort of adjustments, what sort of work did you do in between the two games, to try to see if you can get better results?
Well, after that game, we did a lot of finishing and possession and penetration practices to ensure that turn of events not necessarily will repeat itself.
Meanwhile, Dominica's vice captain Braille Thomas spoke about what he intended to bring to the game in hopes of achieving the victory.
What I bring to the game is my leadership, my dedication towards the game, helping my teammates be the best they can, and you've been following up on vice captain, but I know there are many individuals that bring out the best in me, not just me bringing out the best in them. So it's just to expect the same thing, game by game, and just work hard to get a result for the team.
Viewers, that game was played at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium in St. Lucia, and we will have the full details and highlights of that game in tomorrow's newscast. But the Ministry of Health and Social Development has issued a public advisory urging residents to take necessary precautions to prevent the growth of mold in buildings, particularly residential premises, in the aftermath of the heavy rains and floodings caused by Tropical Storm Philippe. In a recent statement, Deputy Chief Environmental Health Officer Ms. Henrietta Alexander emphasized the importance of acting swiftly to remove water and access damage in order to dry out wet and moisture damaged surfaces and objects. She said that prompt action will significantly reduce the chances of mold growth and proliferation. Residents are also encouraged to remove damp carpeting or flooring immediately. Ms. Alexander advised, and I quote, "Water can be easily removed by laying down towels which may absorb the majority of water from your floors and furniture. Once this has been done, you can determine the next best course of action," end quote. Ventilation was also highlighted as crucial in preventing mold formation. Adequate ventilation aids the drying process and removes excess moisture from the air. Residents are advised to keep as many doors and windows open as possible to allow air circulation. Additional tips include using a dehumidifier to minimize moisture, disinfecting walls, floors, and other surfaces thoroughly, and replacing water-damaged items. Ms. Alexander reminded the community that mold thrives in dark, moist, and poorly ventilated environments. Up next, the biggest year for the Walk for the Cure event, and Premier speaks on reforms following Q4 report. With these and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Catch all the action from the 2023 NFL games with CCT Live on various channels, including ESPN Channel 412, ESPN2 Channel 413, Telemundo Channel 315, and Fox Channel 304. When you subscribe to any CCT Fire plan, you'll automatically bundle CCT Live. For more information, visit your nearest CCT store or give us a call at 444-4444. Choose CCT Live and enhance your game day experience.
This November, the sun rises on the northernmost island of the Virgin Islands and shines over an unforgettable 3-day experience. The Caribbean's most anticipated food festival, the Anegada Lobster Festival. The 24th to the 26th of November, the island's best restaurants present their best lobster dishes and other delicacies while you and 3,000 of your closest friends soak up the sun. Enjoy music from top bands, seaside activities, and win awesome prizes. There's nothing quite like the Anegada Lobster Festival. The 24th to the 26th of November. Book a room or catch a boat and be there. You'll see it's the taste and fun you need.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
At VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got oil, in stock. We've got batteries, in stock. We've got tires, in stock. Even brakes, yes, sir. Yes! VI Motors, pioneering the automotive industry in the Virgin Islands since 1966 with leading brands like Toyota, Chevy, and Honda. We even do custom orders. We have all the top brands in automotive parts as well, so you know you're getting quality. Come visit us at Duff's Bottom, Tortola. Go to our website at vimotors.com or just call us at 494-2496. Remember, VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got it.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Residents came out in their pink shirts early Saturday morning to participate in the 2023 CIBC First Caribbean International Bank Walk for the Cure. And according to branch manager Fabian Devenish, the funds raised this year surpassed the total raised in 2022. Well, according to Devenish, the fundraising event saw in excess of 500 shirts being distributed to residents who supported the walk, which is the marquee fundraising event of the BVI Cancer Society. In 2022, a total of $51,500 was raised, surpassing the original goal of $50,000. While not disclosing the sum raised this year, Devenish said it exceeds the total raised in 2022.
This year is one of the biggest years we've had since I've been here, for sure. As you can see, people are still milling around, taking pictures. The support has been tremendous. We've had 3 events already. We had our Hike for the Cure, our Hunt for the Cure, and now this event, which is the signature event for the Walk for the Cure initiative. And I have so you guys will be the first persons to hear this. We have definitely exceeded what we raised last year. I think the Cancer Society will be very happy with us.
Devenish also thanked all the persons and corporate sponsors who contributed to the cause.
We had at least 20 corporate sponsors who helped us to raise funds this year. I think it's very important for companies such as First Caribbean and Walkers, O'Neill Webster, those companies come together every year to raise funds for this cause, to really support the BVI Cancer Society with their push to help persons who are suffering from cancer and who need financial assistance.
All of the proceeds from the fundraising initiatives, which also include the Hunt for the Cure and the Hike for the Cure, will go towards the BVI Cancer Society. President of the BVI Cancer Society, Gloria Foy, spoke about how the monies will benefit residents in the territory who have been diagnosed with cancer.
Well, first of all, I would like to mention that our team, the BVI Cancer Society team, this year is nothing is impossible when we fight together. And what you see here today is an indication that we are fighting together. We have individuals, we have students, we have persons from corporate organization. So a lot of us are here today, and I think probably could be like at least 300 persons or more.
And as it relates to, I was speaking to Mr. Davinish, he would have alluded to the fact that the goal would have been reached as it relates to the overall goal. I think the goal for last year would have been surpassed.
Yes.
So far. Speak about what that will do for the fight against cancer in the BVI.
Let me tell you by mentioning the fight against cancer is a continuous fight. Some people think, you fight today and you finish tomorrow. It's not there. Every day almost, we are getting numerous calls from persons who are diagnosed with cancer looking at assistance. So, we help with lab work, we help with chemotherapy, radiology, immunotherapy, all those therapy we help with. We help with the labs, everything. And the costs are so expensive, so we always need the community to help us, to fight along us and to let us meet our financial goals.
Well, in a recent press conference, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley expressed satisfaction with the progress made on the implementation of the framework for reforms and the recognition of his progress in the fourth quarterly report by His Excellency the Governor. Well, Dr. Wheatley acknowledged the demanding workload but emphasized that the government's commitment to implementing the reforms still stands.
I'm pleased that His Excellency has acknowledged the volume of work that has been done by the elected government and the public officers across the various ministries. The workload is indeed very demanding, but our efforts demonstrate our commitment to get the work done and our genuine belief that implementation of the reforms will result in benefits to our people and our country.
The Premier reiterated the government's call for lifting the order in council, citing its unsuitability in a modern democratic environment and a partnership based on mutual respect.
We continue to call for the lifting of the order in council. We do see it as something that is not suitable in a modern democratic environment, nor in a modern partnership based on mutual respect. Notwithstanding the UK's position on this matter, the government and the public officers press forward with diligence. We are resolved to complete this task.
Highlighting the importance of preserving the legacy of their forebears, Dr. Wheatley stressed that much is at stake.
While strengthening the governance structures is one important goal to be achieved from this process, it is also critical to us that the struggles and achievements of our foreparents are not allowed to fall in vain, and that we are able to pass on the baton to the next generation of Virgin Islanders. So a lot is at stake, and hence we are fully focused on completing these reforms.
The Premier also provided updates on several ongoing reform initiatives.
The government is working on the reform of the immigration systems, particularly with respect to residence and belonger status. Recently, we provided some updates such as the increase in resources and our plans for new immigration policy, a draft of which we will soon be circulating to the public for consultation. Last month, the Virgin Islands Crown Land Policy was circulated for public comment. The draft policy addresses topics such as first-time home ownership, lease of commercial and agricultural land, and Crown land application criteria. We are also finalizing a draft community development policy, which will also be presented for public consultation in the near future. This draft policy will propose the establishment of district councils so that the people in the various districts can have a say and be involved in community projects. It will also outline mechanisms for ensuring that there's transparency, accountability, and value for money where public funds are engaged.
Up next, Pioneering Greatness Weekend takes center stage, and September broke global temperature records. Well, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Catch all the action from the 2023 NFL games with CCT Live on various channels, including ESPN Channel 412, ESPN2 Channel 413, Telemundo Channel 315, and Fox Channel 304. When you subscribe to any CCT Fire plan, you'll automatically bundle CCT Live. For more information, visit your nearest CCT store or give us a call at 444-4444. Choose CCT Live and enhance your game day experience.
There goes my new car. Guess I'm back on my bike.
Your bike? CG offers new car replacement. Remember my monster truck days? Well, one night I attempted a 50-foot pogo double backflip. I landed it and went to karaoke. It wasn't until afterward that my car got hit by that fisherman. He gave me some great mahi-mahi though. Anyway, they paid fast and got me in a new car. Now call a cab. I want you to meet my alpaca guy.
New car replacement for the first year of ownership. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Pioneering Greatness Weekend is only a few days away, and event organizer David Archer Jr. recently stopped by our studios to speak on the expected activities. When he sat with 284 Media's Ron Grant.
Throughout my life, I've thought about what I will do to become a better version of myself. And most of the time, I kept that information or the conversations internally. And when I decided to write books, which I titled Pioneering Greatness, I also realized that not everyone has time to read, or not everyone will read. So the idea out of the books really is, how do we bring the books to life?
Okay.
How do we create not just a one-day event, a two-day event, or a three-day event? How do we also create a lifestyle of persons realizing, first, that we're all born amazingly great. Secondly, we're all born with wonderful and gifted talents. And thirdly, all it takes is for us to believe that and live a lifestyle towards that. So that's Pioneering Greatness.
Many persons would have been seeing the pioneering signs all across the Virgin Islands. Archer spoke about its significance and meaning.
Well, you would have seen the campaign all over the BVI, and hopefully it'll be global soon. This is to remind persons that we're all human. We have our own individual struggles and difficulties, but you should never give up. So the Pioneering Greatness lifestyle is, I am great, I will do better. What's happening to me right now is part of helping me to become a better version of myself. So when you see throughout the BVI, take a photo, hashtag beyond the conference.
Of course.
This is really about a lifestyle of learning, but a lifestyle of believing in yourself and your own ability.
Well, day one of Pioneering Greatness Weekend is this Friday, a full-day conference. Archer shared that the day, or what the day more so will entail.
Thank you. This year's theme is centered around the planet, your health, your wealth, and your greatness.
Okay.
So we've brought persons in, not just locally, but also internationally. For example, we have Naveen Jain, who is a Forbes recognized billionaire. So if you've never engaged with a billionaire before, you can ask him questions, or I will ask him questions, but just to be in the presence. Elite doctors such as Stephen Barry, who utilizes AI to conduct medicine.
Okay.
But on our local panel, as you know, we have great minds such as Clarence Faulkner, who will be speaking about finances and wealth. What does wealth mean? What does riches mean? How do you aspire towards that? Shamini Chase. We also have Ayanna Hall, who will also be on that panel. George Weston from Harney's. We continue with great impactful minds, a female panel, a female power panel.
Beautiful.
Dr. Alison Flax Archer. Sharon Flax March. We also have Ayanna will be on that panel. Shayna Smith will also be, Smith Archer will also be on that panel. We're going to hear also from entrepreneurs, our very own Kristen Fraser and her brand, her Treffle brand. We're also going to hear from Gumption, Allington Cricky, who will tell us how he built that brand from an idea to being one of the most desired brands now for tours throughout the North Sound area. And our impactful musician, Brent Hoyt, who is also a comedian.
Indeed.
As we continue. We have a health panel. As you know, health and wellness is part of our everyday dialogue and routine. Dr. Michael Turnbull will be on the stage speaking about health. That section will be facilitated by Dr. Kedrick Pickering also. We will have Alonzo Boynes, who will teach you about Taekwondo.
Incredible choice.
Yes. But before I forget, I want to let you know the conference theme we've said, but the conference attire is fitness business.
Okay.
Mandatory sneakers.
Gotcha.
Fitness business, mandatory sneakers. Fitness business, mandatory sneakers.
There's going to be some movement.
That means when you come,
yeah,
expect to move, expect to be part of something which is dynamic, to challenge your mind, your body, your soul, but to be part of a learning environment as we teach you how to pioneer in greatness to become a better version of yourself.
Additionally, he shared information on how persons can get tickets for the conference.
So at the Eileen Parsons Auditorium on Friday, we start at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Okay.
Full engagement. The conference fee is only $200. You can be a part of that. But I've been fortunate, Ron, to have businesses sponsor students.
Beautiful.
And also young adults. I will say this carefully. If you want to be a part of that experience and finances are a possible challenge, just text 542-4348 and say, I want to come, but we're not going to judge you. We will try to pair you with a sponsor to get you there. One of the things I've learned in my lifestyle and persons I have interacted with who are successful, they spend more time, money, energy learning and enhancing their skills before they buy things. And that's part of what this movement is about. How do you inspire persons to be a part of a learning organization, to learn, to improve, so that you can make the money if that's your focus, not just one time, but continuously and consistently.
Our viewers, for that full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. But to our final story, viewers, where the World Meteorological Organization has announced that September 2023 was the hottest month ever recorded, setting 2023 on track to be the warmest year in history. The data provided by the European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service revealed an average surface temperature of 16.38 degrees Celsius, a significant 0.5 degrees Celsius increase from the previous record set in September 2020. Compared to the pre-industrial period, last month was approximately 1.75 degrees Celsius warmer. It was also 0.93 degrees warmer than the 1991 to 2020 baseline, a critical reference point for climate-sensitive sectors such as agriculture. The WMO highlighted that this trend of extraordinary land and sea surface temperatures is a stark warning of the rapid pace at which greenhouse gases are altering our climate. The Secretary General of the WMO, Petteri Tielas, said, and I quote, "The temperature anomalies are enormous, far bigger than anything we have ever seen in the past," end quote. Tielas noted that the Antarctic winter sea ice extent was at its lowest for the time of the year. He expressed grave concern about the developing El Nino event, which is expected to sustain these record-breaking temperatures for months to come. The unprecedented warming trend is anticipated to have far-reaching impacts on our environment and society. Well, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.